Jalynn, you're from Tennessee. What made Middle Tennessee State University the place to be?
Well, I'm really big on family, so I'm really close to all my family back home and stuff. So being able to come to a basketball team that is also big on family is really big for me because I wanted to be able to feel like I was at home. And I felt like they just brought that, and it was like a loving environment, but they were also a loving environment that put you in your place and was like, okay, this is what you need to do better, and this is what we're gonna do to get you there.
Tennessee is one of the biggest basketball states in the country, and you grew up playing the competition, like training here. Describe the basketball scene and the culture here in Tennessee.
It's a very competitive. Just like day in and day out, you're always seeing girls from Tennessee like going big or like just doing something big in the game of basketball. And I think that's just a great thing to be in Tennessee is like you have that competition, which most of the girls on our team, like majority of them are from Tennessee or from a foreign area. Just having them, it's like you already kind of knew who they were, which also made it more fun to come here.
I mean, you always step up for some big time shots. You led the CUSA in three-pointers made in the past 2 seasons. What allows you to just shine beyond the arc like that in that fashion?
It's just kind of doing what I'm supposed to do for my team. I have a role just like everybody else on this team, and it's been my role to step up and make those shots when it's needed to be. And I think just trusting that I'm going to do that not only for myself but for my team and coaches is what I just fall back on.
And that's it. Middle Tennessee hangs on 71-69.
So people view us as an underdog. Our mindset here is like we're not technically an underdog because we know we can play with those teams. All these big name teams, like we've played against them, we've played against people they've played against, and we've shown that we can hang with them and beat them. And so just being there and doing that, I think is just like it's a mindset for us, knowing that we're right there with them. Screen.
Jalynn has that it factor about her. Jalynn was told her whole life she wasn't big enough to play college basketball. She wasn't good enough to do this. All of those things were told to her whole life. And after her freshman year, she come to me and said, I may want to play professional basketball overseas. I started letting her talk to some people that are doing that so she could start understanding what that life is. Well, then midway through her sophomore year, she come in and she said, can I start watching film? I said, well, I kind of start breaking down film. I said, what do you want to break film down for? Well, I've decided now I want to be a college basketball coach. And from that point forward, that's all she's worked on is outside of playing and all that. She'll come in every day. She watches film. She breaks film down. She'll watch film on other teams that we're playing. She'll come back and do her own scouting report on who she's going to guard, how she wants to guard them, passes it through the staff. We say, okay, you do what you want to do because you know what you're talking about. And so she's just a basketball mind and wants to coach one day and would love to hire her one day. I tell her all the time I'm hiring her, I'm not letting anybody else hire her. So.
You're on the scout team, you're not even listening to me. Gabby's just glad he made scout team this year.
I don't want to play scout team.
It's the 4th and final year of Jalynn. I mean, just describe what you want to bring to this game and what we can expect out of you.
Finishing it out. I'm trying not to get too far ahead because I know towards the end of the year it's going to get a little bit more emotional. And so my big thing for this year is just being present in the game and doing what I can this last year just for my team and for my coaches.